All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're diving into something that is truly a game changer in prenatal care. It's a world-first technology that uses a single blood test to tackle two of an expecting parent's biggest worries: genetic health and infection risk. All from one sample, all at the same time. Pregnancy is this incredible time of joy and anticipation. But let's be real, it also comes with some major worries. And it turns out there are two really distinct health threats that cause the most anxiety for parents to be. So on one side, you've got the stuff we hear about a lot, the risk of fetal genetic conditions like Down syndrome. That's what the standard NIPT, or non-invasive prenatal test, is for. But then on the other side, there's a totally different threat, a dangerous group of infections that can be passed to the baby, known by the acronym TORCH. And here's what's so scary about these TORCH infections. They're incredibly sneaky. The mother might feel completely fine. Maybe she thinks she just has a mild cold, if she feels anything at all. But meanwhile, these pathogens can cross the placenta and cause just devastating lifelong consequences for the baby, from hearing loss to severe developmental disabilities. Okay, so you have these two major, but totally separate worries. So how has medicine traditionally tested for them? Well, as you're about to see, the system has been fragmented, it's been inefficient, and for parents, it's been incredibly stressful. I mean, just try to put yourself in an expecting parent's shoes. First, you go in for a blood draw for the NIPT. Then you wait, and you worry. Then you have to schedule a separate appointment for a second blood draw, this time for the TORCH screening. And then you wait and worry some more. And if any of those results come back a little fuzzy or confusing, well, that just kicks off even more tests, leaving a family stuck in this limbo of anxiety for weeks. And it's not just a logistical headache. The science itself has a big problem. You see, traditional TORCH tests don't actually look for the virus or the parasite itself. They look for antibodies, your body's immune response. It's indirect evidence. It can't tell you the difference between a past infection from years ago and a dangerous active one right now. And for patients who might have a weakened immune system, these tests can just fail altogether. But what if the solution to all of this was hiding in plain sight the whole time? The huge breakthrough came from an absolutely brilliant insight, realizing there was a hidden treasure trove of information in data that was routinely being thrown away. So check this out. When a lab runs a NIPT test, it's analyzing the DNA in the mother's blood. About 97% of that is human, and that's what they're focused on. But that other 3%, that's a mix of all kinds of non-human DNA, including tiny fragments from any pathogens that might be in the mother's system. For years, this was just considered data noise or junk and was literally discarded. And that, right there, is the crucial world-first innovation of this integrated test. It takes what everyone else considered garbage, that data noise, and transforms it into a powerful diagnostic signal. This is what unlocks the ability to screen for both genetic conditions and active infections from a single tube of blood. Okay, but it's one thing to know the signal is in there, and it's a whole other thing to actually find it. We're talking about trying to find this incredibly faint signal from a pathogen in a massive ocean of genetic data. It's a true needle in a haystack problem. To pull that off accurately, you need an exceptionally sophisticated, and in this case, patented filtering system. And this is that system. This is the patented 4-layer filtering process that makes it all possible. You can think of it like a series of super high-tech quality checkpoints. Each layer has one specific job: to strip away all the noise, all the artifacts, all the low-quality data, until the only thing left standing is the pure, true signal of an active infection. It's this incredibly rigorous process that ensures the test's accuracy. Let's just zoom in on one of those layers to see what I mean. The patent specifies something called a mapping quality score, or MAQ. Think of it like a confidence score for a GPS coordinate. If a piece of DNA could sort of match multiple locations on the genetic map, it's ambiguous and it gets thrown out. Only the signals that have a precise, high confidence, "this is exactly where I belong" address get through. That is absolutely key to preventing false positives. So, when you put all of this patented technology together, what does it actually mean for a patient? Well, it means a complete transformation of the prenatal journey. We're moving from that fragmented, anxious process to a new, streamlined, one-stop standard of care. The difference is really night and day. Patient A, taking the old path, is facing multiple appointments, confusing results, so much anxiety, and might even be pushed towards a risky, invasive procedure just to get answers. But patient B, with the new integrated test, gets one clear report. That means one blood draw, two critical sets of answers, and the immediate peace of mind that every family deserves. And this is not just about convenience or reducing anxiety, as important as that is. This is a massive leap forward in patient safety. By giving a clear yes or no on an active infection, the test is expected to reduce the need for risky, invasive procedures like amniocentesis, which has a small but real risk of miscarriage, by an estimated 30 to 50%. That's huge. And we know this works in the real world. A pilot study of 2,000 NIPT samples proved it. The test successfully identified active infections in mothers who had no symptoms at all. It detected cytomegalovirus, one of the major TORCH pathogens, in almost 2% of them, along with others. These are infections that could have easily been missed entirely. So what's next? It's really important to understand that this isn't just a single static product. The underlying technology is a dynamic, scalable platform that is opening the door to the entire future of prenatal health. Because the system is built on this data platform, it's designed to evolve. New pathogens of concern, like Zika or dengue, can be rapidly added to the screening panel. In the future, this same data could be used to analyze the maternal microbiome to predict other pregnancy outcomes. It could even act as an early warning system, tracking congenital infection outbreaks in real time on a global scale. Ultimately, this breakthrough leaves us with a simple but profound question that completely redefines our expectations for prenatal care. By unlocking the hidden data in a single blood sample, we're entering an era of precision medicine, where one test truly can provide comprehensive peace of mind for the health of both mother and baby.